position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to go for a big one. Pulls it in on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary.
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing for that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Texas A&M going quickly. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggie!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Buys a little extra time. Fires downfield. Hauls it in. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass. And here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to go draw on that one. There was just nowhere for the back to go. Great job defensively.
Yeah, and great penetration. You want him to run upfield on the draw play. The defense doesn't bite, stuffs the run.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. On target. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's That's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here's a hit. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red.
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try it over the left side. And some room to work. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked. that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Got it! And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Got enough space. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. He wants to change this route. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. No reason reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some...
Oh, a lot of space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Tatum. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Well, this defense was ready for go box against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Aggies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
in punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the right. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. LSU quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way, and you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing.
Gets away from one, finds room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Oh, he's got a chance. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking for a crease. It's Berry. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this zone to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Texas A&M going up tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage going tempo.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times, he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Hey, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 35, Texas A&M 14.
So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, looking to pass. Caught near the sideline, it's Craver. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The run from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Texas A&M going quickly. Now the play fake. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Berry. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. To the air, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Fires to the tight end. Inside the 40. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Flagway. They're working that left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense, you're the key, David. You can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Holstein. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here later.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. LSU right back to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tulane notched the victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, then
going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To throw, it's Holstein. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected lot of people thought their opponent